This is fourth family tree number 15, and just going to go over very quickly the mission and vision statements from the district and also our school as they are in our handbook that we put together at the beginning of the school year. District mission: Alexandria Community School Corporation prepares students to positively contribute to the local and global community by fostering curiosity, thinking critically, acquiring knowledge, and communicating effectively through a variety of curricular and extracurricular experiences. And as a district, we live our mission by recognizing and affirming the unique and intrinsic worth of each individual child, modeling and developing persistence, optimism, curiosity, treating all those we serve with compassion and kindness, acting with honesty and integrity, trusting our colleagues, parents, students, and community as valuable members of our team. And our school vision statement is growth of the whole child while modeling that we are all lifelong learners. The mission statement is nurture self-motivated learners to take ownership in their education. And the goal is create student-centered learning environment where students are independent thinkers and self-motivated. And our areas of focus are student goal setting and ownership of learning. And we as the adults help the students set those goals and understand what it takes to attain those. Small group individualized instruction, RTI, focus, our learning calendars all steer that. And at the beginning of the year, we got together and outlined and lined up a lot of the standards so that we were not having gaps. And then our third that we have said is going to be reading and writing across the curriculum. One of the things I read about this past week was just the difference between mastery and transfer knowledge. And, a lot of times what we do is as teachers and even at the collegiate level, you remember you learned it and then you forgot it and then you learned it and you forgot it. And do our students know what they learned, or do they know it well enough to transfer it and to apply the knowledge in other areas of their learning or in their lives? It's impressive to see the different lessons that I've seen in which students are being stretched. Teachers are taking risks and they're engaging students and having much deeper conversations in the classroom that are taking place. And a lot of that is starting with those essential questions that cause students to think as soon as they enter the classrooms. We need to work on bunching metacognition in all subjects. One of the ideas that I read was bookmarks or something that would be placed on desk that would steer the students in thinking more deeply, just so that it gave them a pattern of how to think. And notebooks, journaling what they are learning so that once they learn it, they can look back at it and remember what they learned and how they learned it. Exit tickets, students giving exit tickets and posting those so that the students see what other students are learning also. Stamina, and that's mentioned back earlier in the mission statements. In stamina, we have to build it. It's just like a marathoner. They don't just wake up one day and decide to be a marathoner, and a lot of our students don't know how to think. So we have to build their brain capacity, and that is, we can build brain capacity just by learning and teaching them how to learn and giving them the information, more reading. And then the other thing, we need to video our lessons and so that students can refer back to those, and even parents can look and see, oh, that's what the teacher is saying. Because a lot of our parents don't understand how we're teaching. You can whiteboard your presentations and your explanations so that students and parents have a reference. And once you do that, you'll always have it and you'll be able to go back and tweak it. You'll start building a video library. We need to continue to stress our classroom management, the expectations, procedures, and make sure we're vigilant in our supervision. And that goes along with keeping our doors closed, and making sure that our building and our classrooms are safe. Please continue to communicate with parents and others about our e-learning days. So when you do your newsletters, your dojo messages or your Facebook messages, make sure you continue to push the information out about our e-learning days and how that will look. And remember that we will have no more than 2 e-learning days in a row, how attendance will be taken, how students will have access, and then also how some of you have come up with a great idea of creating those e-learning folders and for those students that do not have access. Students are really interested in doing a hungry table in the cafeteria, and there's a couple of 6th graders that are going to steer that, and that goes along with cutting down on a lot of our students that are so hungry, and we have a lot of students that waste food. So instead of just throwing it away, there will be a designated table, and the students can put wrapped food up on that table, and then the kids will be able to go up and get it if they're still hungry. And then also they want to do something about giving the leftover cafeteria food, the larger quantities of it, to local missions or areas around us that need it. And there's an actual website that you can look at and see the information. That's foodrescue.net. But our students are caring, and they want to do something to help other students, and then also people in our community and county and state that would also benefit. The bus driver appreciation breakfast is the 5th, and we will be honoring our bus drivers in the morning. And I will be gone Wednesday for the county principals meeting, and that's all day. Thursday in the middle of the day, I have a doctor's appointment, and then Friday, I will be gone all day again. So we will also be completing, Scott and I have scheduled quite a few of our long observations, and those are going really well. And also the post conferences are interesting and enjoyable, and it's nice to be able to have those conversations so quickly after doing those observations. So thank you, and have a great week.